This local sports report is brought to you by Depth Training and Physiotherapy. For hockey-specific training and rehab programs, visit depthtraining.ca or book an appointment today by calling 226-748-9494. Dean DeSilva has been a staple in local hockey rinks for a long time, not only here at the Activa Sportsplex, but in the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League, and now he's moving on to a job in the Western Hockey League. We'll get to that in a second, Dean. First of all, just speak to your experience as part of the Kitchener Minor Hockey Association, obviously doing this job for 6 years as the minor midget head coach. Who are some of the people that you'd like to thank?
Well, everybody in the organization, everybody in the association. I'm a Waterloo guy. To say Kitchener Minor Hockey is fantastic, I'm saying that. Kitchener Minor Hockey is fantastic. Everybody from the directors, all the coaches that I worked with, all the people that were on my staff. I mean, Mark McCallum, Paul Edwards, Kevin Nagaro, Dave Locke, Jordan Hardy, everybody that's been involved, and as well all the players. Every player has pushed me to be a better coach as well. Some of them we didn't get along with, but they didn't like me. I might not have liked them as much, but we made each other better. And, you know, I don't want to miss anybody, but there's everybody within the association I have to thank for getting forward with it.
And that's why you did what you did for all these years, was to make a difference to these young men. They're 15 years old. They're going into their OHL draft year. Obviously, it's an important year for them. And the impact that you had on them, you know, maybe you can't measure right now, but how much do you take pride in the difference that you made, not only for the kids, but for the Minor Hockey Association as well?
Well, it's tremendous. I mean, we always said the life skills over the hockey.
Yeah.
And you know, at times we don't realize it, the impact that we're having. The players don't realize it, the families don't realize it. But as they get older, and you'll get those emails, you'll get those phone calls, you'll get invited to weddings down the road, and that says the impact that you had on them. Or it's, hey, coach, can I use you as a reference for a job interview? Yeah. Or this is what I'm going out west. So I talked to a lot of players that went out to the under 17, and here's what to expect, and here's what you can do, and even kids from other teams within the Alliance. It's been a tremendous opportunity working with Kitchener Minor Hockey and the Alliance Association, but the players and the parents and the coaches, it's that camaraderie that just makes it unbelievable.
What are the best memories that you got? Obviously, in your final year behind the bench over there last season, you had a wonderful run with Matthew Sopp and Braden Bowman and Marco Sikic and Luke Bristowski, and I can go on and on all the names as well. But when you look back on the 6 years that you were the coach of the minor midgets, what stands out to you as maybe some of the things, the best memories that you have of coaching these young men?
Well, you know, you look at the 98 age group where we struggled a little bit, and we went to the finals of the Alliance, went to the OHL Cup for the first time for Kitchener Minor Hockey. And then the 99s with your Jason Wilms and your Owen Lanes and your Andrew McIntyres. That was just a group that we teased them, saying, we were too dumb to know how good we were. We just worked hard. We just worked hard. And
That's good coaching, isn't it?
Oh, sure. We'll go with that. But when you've got a team that loses in double overtime in the quarterfinals of the OHL Cup, that's a tremendous memory. And then seeing these players like a Cole Schwinn and a Nick Hague and how these players move on to the next level in their careers and still are humble enough to come back and talk to our players and our parents and things like that. There's just memories every year. Every year, even if it's a losing season, we as coaches, when we sit down and we still talk about it, there's memories that come out of it.
Next for you are heading to the Western Hockey League. Tell us about this opportunity that you've gotten. You're joining the Vancouver Giants as an assistant coach. First of all, congratulations, a great opportunity for you. Why was it the right fit? And just give us a sense of why you decided to make the move to Vancouver.
Well, it's a scary move. It's going to an organization that's very, very well respected, very well run, well owned. I've got a very good relationship with a coach, Mike Dick, there. Mike has coached in the league for 14 years. He's gone back. He's coached minor hockey, and he's just had success at every level that he's been at. And Mike and I were assistant coaches with Team Canada at the Youth Olympics in Norway back in 2015. So we've stayed in touch since that point. And he just needed somebody to fill a role, and he was confident in my abilities. So we went through and talked to Mike and talked to the GM. And then things kind of slowed down a little bit because Mike went over with Team Canada at the U18s in Slovakia. And then he came back this week, and things came together very, very quickly. So I've got the support of my family, which everything is just falling into place. And you know, you tell players, hey, you've got to walk through that door. You never know when it's going to open. So you've got to walk through that door, and it's scary, but that's what challenges are all about, and opportunities, and you make the most of it. So, you know, we've always said to our players, and we've coached, hey, you know, you can't just talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. So here's my opportunity where I can go by what I've been teaching them and jump at that opportunity, as scary as it is.
What is the long-term plan in terms of coaching? Or is it to go there, feel it out, see if that's a level that you even like coaching at, right? It's a different age bracket, obviously. Still junior hockey, but, a little bit older players. What's your long-term goal when it comes to coaching, or is it just approach it, see what happens, and kind of go from there, Dean?
Right now, it's just approach it day by day.
Right.
It is a very big jump, and there's going to be a lot of challenges and a lot of new skills to learn, but I'm going in with an open mind, and I'm going in that I want to learn, and I feel that I can bring something to the coaching staff, but I know I'm going to learn a tremendous amount of hockey skills and life skills and everything about the business. So then it's, hey, if something works there, that's fantastic, but it's day by day.
I always say to the players during their interviews, what did you learn from the Kitchener Rangers, junior Rangers, that helps you at the next level? I would say the same thing to you, just in a different perspective, obviously, from coaching. How does your experience here make you a better coach and help you there? Because it's a level up. It's that simple. And that's what the players are trying to get to as well. They're trying to develop and go to the next level. That's what you're doing. How did being a part of the Kitchener Minor Hockey Association make a difference for you that way, Dean?
Well, geez, being part of Kitchener Minor Hockey just opened up so many doors. I mean, going through with Team Alliance with the OHL Gold Cup, which led to involvement with Hockey Canada on a number of occasions, which opened up doors and contacts. And you go to their meetings and their events, and you bring that information back. And then we tried to build our program around the things that I learned there and implement different sayings, different terminologies, different systems, and even just how we talk to the kids on a day-by-day basis. And, there's so many other areas that they can be involved in. And when we want them to come to the rink 4 or 5 times a week, it's a huge commitment. So it's making sure you're involved in other aspects of their life. And taking that preparedness to the next level is what I think Kitchener Minor Hockey has certainly brought forward for me. The relationships and the ability to call people and rely on people and use them as sounding boards, and I in the same way with them. But it's just that experience as you go up, right? It's like growing up and skating.
That's how it works, right?
That's right. You've got to walk before you run, and it's just the next step.
I'll give you the last word. I don't often do that in interviews. Usually I'm the guy who tries to close out the interview. Your message to everyone would be what, as you go through this next chapter, exciting chapter in your career, whether it be KMHA, players, parents, the last word to you, Dean.
Well, I need 2 words then.
Okay.
One is to thank you for everything that you've done for the local sport, the local community, the local athlete. You have been a tremendous voice and a tremendous platform for all of our athletes and from Kitchener Minor Hockey and myself. I truly think that of you, Darren, and the relationship and the friendship that we have. And going forward, it's chase your dreams. It's, when a door opens, go through it. You don't know what's going to happen. It can be scary. It can be challenging. You may not like what's on the other side, but you never know until you go through and you try it. That way you never have to have a time in your life where you look back and go, I wish I would have done this. Go through it, try it, and you're going to come out, regardless of what happens on the other side, better for it.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.